Julian writes, "Hi, Collider movie crew. My question is concerning Blu-ray extras. Is it just me, or are studios putting out less and less Blu-ray extras on their home releases? I have just seen the Blu-ray features for Avengers Age of Ultron, and apart from 4 deleted scenes in a 20-minute featurette, that's it. This is one of the biggest films of the year, and more films are just like this. I remember a time when I had to import my DVDs from the US because the UK releases had next to no extras on them either. But it seems this is becoming more of the normal everywhere. I am not opposed to studios double dipping sometimes with ultimate editions on Blu-ray, but surely there should be more than this on the original releases."
I have a few things to say about this. Can I jump in?
Please do.
First of all, Marvel's coming out with a Phase 2 box set, so I believe that some of the extras that you might have gotten on this Avengers release are going to be in that Phase 2 box. Number two, it goes back to what we were just talking about earlier. Blu-ray sales are not what they were. And more people, especially younger people, are content to watch a movie on their iPhone. And they're content to download the movie through a digital copy. And they don't care about owning the physical media. As more and more people move away from owning physical media, the studios have less and less incentive to add and spend the money to make a Blu-ray that much more special. And ultimately, there are very few filmmakers or people, Rob Burnett or there's a few people I know who do DVD extras professionally and used to, do these amazing box sets, but they're just not doing it anymore because there's no monetary incentive.
Physical media is dying. I mean, it just is. It's funny because, John Schnepp and I talk about this all the time as he is now fulfilling all of his orders for The Death of Superman Lives. Physical media is dying. And there is an element of this is shame, because I don't know if you guys are like me, but I love DVD extras or Blu-ray extras. And everybody knows how much I dislike the prequels. But I own all the prequels. Why? Because they had hours and hours and hours of fascinating stuff about how they made this and how they pulled this off. And it's actually really quite fascinating when you watch it. Lord of the Rings, the various 17 different editions and sets that came out from that. But, it literally had like one disc would have like 5 hours of extras or whatever. Fascinating stuff. And we had seen over the years them pull back more and more to now it's maybe 4 deleted 30-second scenes. And there's even a lot of these Blu-rays that come out now that don't have a director's commentary. I think Steven Spielberg has never done director's commentary. He doesn't ever want to do a director's commentary, I believe. But it's really unfortunate. But like Steve pointed out, where's the incentive for them to do it? Physical media is dying. But you can almost look at it the other way and say, since physical media is dying, if you want physical media to try to have a little bit of a longer life, shouldn't you invest more into it, give more value for the buck for people there? I don't really think you do. I think you try to find a way to incorporate that kind of stuff into the streaming platforms now, although that's a difficult thing to do. But David, has the lack or the dwindling amount of special features on DVDs or Blu-rays, has that impacted you in your DVD or Blu-ray buying habits, or not at all?
Before, unless it's a movie I really love, like let's say Mad Max Fury Road, I'm going to buy that no matter what the special features are. Otherwise, I go to a website like Collider if they do a review, or Blu-ray.com, and I look at the reviews, and they review picture quality, sound quality, and the last thing they review is special features, like out of 5 stars. And like Steve Frosty said, very few directors still do that. Ridley Scott may be the best besides Peter Jackson right now in doing that. If you get Prometheus, a 3D version of it, and it has a regular Blu-ray too, there's a 3.5-hour documentary on the making of the film, from pre-production to production to post-production. It's worth the price of admission to get the Blu-ray just to watch. Even if you don't like Prometheus, it's still good. Blade Runner, same thing. 25th
that's
anniversary.
Charlie Lazarica, who is Ridley's DVD guy, and he's
amazing.
the one. He's literally did the Blade Runner box, the Alien box. He does. He did Prometheus. What else? He did Kingdom of Heaven, which is another. By the way, real quick, if you have not seen the Kingdom of Heaven director's cut,
it's a different film.
It's one of my favorite films of that year, and for the love of God, watch it immediately. So it's phenomenal.
I agree. I think that it would give me incentive if these guys do better content, because that's what I want to see. I love that. I just watched The Godfather Parts 1 and 2 again, and I watched it with Francis Ford Coppola. It's just him, each movie, 3 hours, him just talking by himself about the movie. That's awesome. I love doing that. I mean, I would do more of that, but they're not doing it anymore.